Chapter 2, Polynomials. Today we are going to study about polynomial only. The same chapter we are going to continue. Zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial p of x is a real number a for which polynomial p of x if p of a equal to 0. So this is the definition of a zeros of the polynomial. That means you know that how to find value of the polynomial our classes. For example, what is the value for p of x at x equal to 0? What is the value of the p of at x equal to 1? Like that questions we have done. Same continuation of that question only. When we are putting some values of the polynomials variable, then that value of the polynomial sometimes it become 0. That times the corresponding number is called as a zeros. For understanding, we have to see the examples. You cannot understand by seeing the definition. So we will go for the example. P of x equal to x minus 5. The degree is 1. It is a linear equation, right? Now we are putting the values x equal to 0. That is trial and error method. X equal to 0. Then what is we are getting? 0 minus 5, which is equal to minus 5. That means it is not equal to 0, right? If we are trying the second value, x equal to 1, then p of 1 equal to 1 minus 5 not equal to 0. Again p of 2, p of 3, p of 4. All these values if you check, they are not equal to 0. But in the case of 5, what happens? P of 5 equal to 5 minus 5 equal to 0. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are not the zeros of p of x. That means these many values we are putting in this particular polynomial, we are not going to get the value of the polynomial is 0. But at the same time, when we are putting the value as a 5, then we are getting the value of the polynomial is 0. So p of 5 equal to 0. So 5 is called 0 of the p of x. Next examples we are seeing here. First, the function, that is the polynomial p of x equal to x minus 2. The first method is trial and error method. P of x equal to x minus 2. Now we are doing the trial and error method. Any values we can put. So we are putting the first value x as 1. Then what is the answer you are getting? Minus 1. Minus 1 is not equal to 0. P of minus 1 we are trying. That time we are getting the value of the polynomial as minus 3. That means it is not equal to 0. Then p of 2 we are trying. Then 2 minus 2 which is equal to 0. Thus 2 is the 0 of the polynomial p of x, that is x minus 2. Clear now? When we are replacing the value of x by the value of 2, that time only value of the polynomial becoming 0. So we can say that 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. Next, solving method. Solving method is the another method we can find the zeros. So p of x equal to 0. P of x equal to 0 means the given polynomial equal to 0. X minus 2 equal to 0. Then solve for x. What is the value for x? We are getting x equal to 2. So 2 is 0 of the polynomial p of x. So these are the two methods. One is trial and error, another one is a solving method. We usually prefer solving method because it is the easiest way. So one more example we will try, that time you will understand more. Next example. Next example is polynomial equal to 5x. Then we are also trying with the trial and error method. I have put only two values, 1 and 0. For the 1, p of 1 equal to 5. That means we are not getting the 0. So 1 is not the 0 of p of x. Next, p of 0 equal to 0. That means 5 into 0, the value equal to 0. So we are saying that 0 is called 0 of the given p of x. Let us see by solving method. P of x equal to 5x. 5x, that is the given polynomial, we are equating to 0 and solve for x. What is the value we are getting? X equal to 0. That means the 0 is called 0 of the given p of x. So now we will go for solving method only. We are going to do one more example. Let us see how it is. Find the zeros of p of x equal to x square minus 1. Then x square minus 1 equal to 0 we have to do, right? Solving method only we are doing now. X square minus 1 equal to 0. Let us see. x square minus 1 equal to 0. Then we have to find x square. X square means it is 1. Then when we are taking x, square root of 1 only, that is plus 1 is also possible, minus 1 is also possible. So both are 1 and minus 1 are the zeros of x square minus 1. Now just I want to see one point here. What is the degree of this polynomial? Degree is 2. So it is a quadratic equation. You have already studied the classification of the polynomial based on degree. Now the degree is 2. That means you can expect 2 zeros for the polynomial. There is not necessary that we should get always 2 zeros. Sometimes we are unable to calculate the zeros, but maximum zeros we can expect depending upon the degree. Understood? So the degree we are expecting that 2 values are possible here. Zeros of the polynomial is very special. Why? Because it is also used to find the factors of the equations. Factors of the equations p of x equal to 0. So that time we are using this also. The zeros of the polynomial is very helpful for that one. Let us see the examples once again for understanding this one. Okay. Zeros of the polynomial is also called as a root of the polynomial. So zeros of the polynomial is also called as a root of the polynomial. Now see the example. P of x equal to x square minus 4. Then solving method only. So x square minus 4 equal to 0, x square equal to 4, x equal to plus 2 and minus 2 are called zeros of the root x. Now so I told that 0 and root are the same meaning only. So x equal to plus 2 and x equal to minus 2 are called zeros or root of the p of x. So both the words are correct. Now another word also we have seen in this slide, that it is used to find the factors. How it is used to find the factors? Just to see that one, x equal to plus 2 we have written, that is the first 0. So when we are bringing this plus 2 to my left side, what will happen? It will be x minus 2 equal to 0. Similarly, x equal to minus 2, I am bringing to the minus 2 to the left side, it will become x plus 2 equal to 0. So x minus 2 equal to 0 and x plus 2 equal to 0 are the factors of the given p of x. That is why zeros are also helpful for finding the factors. Some important observations or points from this. The first point, a zero of a polynomial need not be 0. A zero of the polynomial need not be 0. See, p of x equal to x minus 2, which is the 0 here? 2 is the 0. So a zero of the polynomial need not be 0. 0, 0 where is there? So 0 only always answer. Don't think in that way. Here thus 2 is the 0 of this polynomial. Second point, 0 may be a zero of the polynomial. Sometimes what will happen? 0 value only we are getting as a 0. So the example is given here, p of x equal to 5x. So p of 0 equal to 0. Then 0 is the 0 of the given polynomial. So if you compare these two statements, you can understand very well. In the first case we got a 0 as number 2 only, but in the second case 0 as 0 number only. So a 0 of the polynomial need not be 0, but sometimes it can be 0 also. Third point, every linear polynomial has one and only one 0. P of x equal to x plus 4. X plus 4 is a linear polynomial. Why? The degree is 1. The degree 1 polynomial is called as a linear polynomial only. X plus 4 is a linear polynomial. So now we have to solve for this one. X plus 4 equal to 0. Then p of minus 4 equal to 0. So what is the answer we are getting? Minus 4 is called as the 0 or root of the p of x. So how many zeros we got? 1 only. What is the degree here? Degree is also 1, root or 0 also 1. So we are saying that minus 4 is called a 0 or the root of the x. So what is the conclusion we can make from this? Every linear polynomial has one and only one 0. Fourth point, a polynomial can have more than one 0. It is already clear. When we are solving a quadratic equation, you got two zeros. Once again the same example, x square minus 1. What are the zeros we got? 1 and minus 1, or minus 1 and plus 1, it is written in the order. So the both are the zeros. So depending upon the degree, we can say that we are expecting the roots there. So degree is 2, so we can say that 2 zeros are possible. So we are going to do many examples like this only in the exercise questions and all. That time you will come to know. That means if the degree is 3, how many zeros you can expect there? You can expect 3 zeros, but not necessary that always we should get 3, because we always easy to find integers and all. Rational numbers, irrational numbers are there, that is not so easy to find. Some imaginary powers will be there, that all you learn in the higher classes only. Now whatever is possible, that we can find out by trial and error method or solving method, but usually we prefer solving method only. I think the 4 points are very clear to you. Now next we can move to problems. Find the value of the polynomial y square minus 5y plus 6 at y equal to 0 and y equal to minus 1. I think no need of explanation for this question, because it is easy to you. Value of the polynomial only we have to calculate. Already polynomial p of y is given. P of y equal to y square minus 5y plus 6. Then we have to put the value for the first question, that is 0. So p of 0 we have to calculate. That means 0 minus 5 into 0 plus 6. What is answer? 6. So p of 0 we have calculated. What is this question mean? Value of the polynomial at y equal to 0. Second question, p of minus 1. So y is replaced with the minus 1. Minus 1 square minus 5 into minus 1 plus 6. The answer is 12. So value of the polynomial at y equal to minus 1 is 12. This is I think 7th class sum only, so you know very well. Second question, verify whether the following are the zeros of the polynomial indicated against them. P of x equal to x raised to 4 minus 5x square plus 7x minus 12 comma x equal to 3. P of y equal to y raised to 4 minus 3y square plus 2y, where y equal to 1. So this is the question is given. Two questions are there, two sub questions are there. So we'll go one by one only. The solution, let us see. The first question, p of x equal to x raised to 4 minus 5x square plus 7x minus 12. That is the question. What is asked in the question? Whether x equal to 3 is the 0 or not. What we should do? We should replace x by 3. So that is p of 3. So p of 3 we are calculating. What is answer we are getting here? Just see, 3 raised to 4 minus 5 into 3 square plus 7 into 3 minus 12. That is 81 minus 45 plus 21 minus 12 equal to 45. So 45 is not a 0, that means it is not equal to 0. So what is the conclusion we can make? 3 is not the 0 of p of x. What is the question asked here? Whether 3 is the 0 of the given p of x. So p of x we have take down, then x is replaced with the 3. So p of 3 calculated. What is p of 3 there? P of 3 is 45. So 45 not equal to 0. So the conclusion is 3 is not the 0 of p of x. Now second question. P of y equal to y raised to 4 minus 3y square plus 2y, and the question is asked for y equal to 1, whether it is a 0 or not. So naturally we have to calculate p of 1. P of 1 equal to 1 raised to 4 minus 3 into 1 cube plus 2 into 1, where it is equal to 0. We are getting, after simplification, what is the value? We are getting 0. Once we got the 0 value, then what we can write? The corresponding number, that is 1, is the 0 of the given p of x. So in these two questions, one is not a 0 of the p of x and one is the 0 of the p of x. Now I understood the difference between how to calculate the zeros of the p of x. Next question, if minus 1 is the 0 of p of x equal to a x cube minus x square plus x plus 4, then find the value of a. What is the difference in this question? Already it is given that minus 1 is the 0 of p of x, right? So what we should write? Let us see the solution. How to write first? Minus 1 is the 0 of the p of x, then p of minus 1 equal to 0. What we should write the first line? If minus 1 is the 0 of the p of x, then p of minus 1 equal to 0. So now we have to write what is p of minus 1. We are changing the value as x in 1, x as minus 1. So a into minus 1 cube minus of minus 1 square plus minus 1 plus 4 equal to 0. Minus 1 cube is minus 1 only. So a into minus 1 minus a. Now minus into minus 1 square, that is minus into plus 1, again minus 1, plus into minus 1, minus 1, then plus 4 equal to 0. Solve for a, you are getting a equal to 2. This question is very important question. If minus 1 is the 0 of the p of x, then what we should find the value of a. If minus 1 is the 0 of the p of x, then what we should write? We should write p of minus 1 equal to 0. P of minus 1 equal to 0. Then we are writing what is p of minus 1, that is a into minus 1 cube minus of minus 1 square plus minus 1 and plus 4 equal to 0. Solve this, we will get the value a equal to 2. One more example in a similar way. X equal to minus 1 by 3 is the 0 of p of x equal to 27x cube minus ax square minus x plus 3. Then find the value of a. Let us see the solution. How to write the first sentence? If x equal to minus 1 by 3 is the 0 of the p of x, then what we can write? P of minus 1 by 3 equal to 0. P of minus 1 by 3 equal to 0. What is P of minus 1 by 3? 27 into minus 1 by 3 whole cube minus a into minus 1 by 3 whole square minus of minus 1 by 3 plus 3 equal to 0. Substitute the values correctly and take the powers. We can simplify, then we can see the answer. Let us see the substitution. 27 into minus 1 by 3 whole cube minus a into minus 1 by 3 whole square minus of minus 1 by 3 plus 3 equal to 0. So 27 into minus 1 by 27 minus a into 1 by 9 plus 1 by 3 plus 3 equal to 0. Simplify the steps so that you know very well. You will get the answer a equal to 21. Now what is the statement here is important point is that when we are giving that minus 1 by 3 is the 0 the p of x, you have to start the solution as p of minus 1 by 3 equal to 0. Then substitute the values. You have to solve for the unknown variable, right? I think I have completed the problems related to this one. You can complete the exercise. Wind up this chapter by summarize what is the topic we have covered today, that is zeros or roots of the polynomial. Zeros or roots of the polynomial. So value of the polynomial, for particular value it becomes 0, then it is called as zeros or root of the polynomial. That only we have covered today. So based on that I had given the sum, and now that you can complete exercise 2.1 and 2.2. So practice the questions, go through the slides once again, and try to complete your exercise in your homework copy. Thank you.